Hello, good afternoon, my friend. I am Chris Shana and welcome to my kitchen and to Bold Blade Yum. Here we do real cooking, no fancy chefy stuff, just real cooking and just showing off what the Thermomix and especially the TM7 can actually do and how you can use it in your kitchen. It's really hot this afternoon and hence the hair up. I am making a no-bake mango cheesecake, so at least I don't have to turn the oven on. How good is that? This is something I would never have attempted prior to owning a Thermomix, so let's have a go together. We'll see how it goes, hey? Any of you guys who know me know that I am not a fancy cook. I am not someone who knows how to cook. So I have greased and lined a springform cake tin. I have got a 20 centimeter cake tin because I'm going to put a little bit of our cheesecake in some of these jars. So just because I want to play with it. So mine's a bit smaller, but I'm happy with that. So we're going to pop into the bowl. Now I have just made my caster sugar, so I've got a little bit of sugar left in the bowl, but we don't mind about that. So we're putting 80 grams of butter. I've had it sitting on the bench, so it should have softened because it's so hot. So let's pop that in. Tear out the scales. 45. Look at that, 82. Yay. What are we popping in next? We've got some digestive biscuits. These are the Aldi version. Let's see how they go. We need 140. I gotta break them up. And we want some raw macadamia nuts. Now, that was my spatula hitting the floor. Okay, so I've got my raw macadamia nuts. Mine are already in pieces because they were cheaper. So we've got 40 grams of those, or 55. And we want some desiccated coconut. I don't think you can have too many macadamia nuts. I actually didn't have desiccated, but I figure it'll chop itself up in there. So we're going to 20 grams of that. And next, and we're going to put that on. Pop this into the base of our tin and pop it in the fridge. So just have a little sticky bit. Can you see? Hang on. Turn my light on. There you go. Now you can see better in there. Look at that. All right, I'm putting most of this in here. I'm just going to save a little bit aside for my little jars. So I'm just going to pop that over here. And we're going to press it evenly into the base and refrigerate. And these little paper thingies that fit in the base here came from the mix shop. Just make it a bit easier than trying to cut round circles. I know there's a trick to it. I just don't want to be bothered. Alrighty. Just going to flatten that down. I'll grab my spoon because very soon someone's going to tell me that there's an easy way to do this. And I'm sure there is. Now if you are here or you're watching the replay, either way, please pop into the chat. Just say hi to me. Let me know you're here watching. Let me know if you've got tips on how I can do this better, because really, cheesecakes are not my forte. Rachel's just yelling something at me. Back of the spoon. That's what I'm doing. Back of the spoon. Look at me go. Okay. There we go. That's going to go into the fridge. Oh no, that's not possible. There's no room in our fridge. Okie dokie. Next, clean and dry mixing bowl. Here's one I prepared earlier. And next, we're going to add 120 grams of water. Also some I prepared earlier. Playing with gelatin, I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm going to give it a go. So this is definitely something I would not have tried before I made the Thermomix. So we're putting 20 grams of gelatin powder. The trick, I believe, is to avoid the blades. So making sure it's in the water and not on top of the blades. Nearly there. There we go. Just make sure that little bit is off the blades. There we go. And next, and we need to set it aside for 3 minutes to make sure it absorbs, okay? So you can just sit there for a moment and let yourself absorb. What's that? Oh, I'm being instructed not to stir it, so I was just pushing it into the water. Okay, so far I'm doing all right. Let's have a look what's next. We're going to heat it in a moment. Oh, that's good. But I wanted to talk to you about my mango. Now, I am using frozen mango, but the recipe says fresh mango. So what I did is took it out of the freezer earlier today, weighed it and sat it in this bowl. It has been in the fridge, but I've pulled it out and let it come to room temperature a bit, because apparently the cold and the gelatin together sets really, really quickly. So we're just kind of letting it rest at room temperature. I'm going to have a little sticky biggle on here. So this is telling me my fresh mango. We're going to blend all of that up, and we're going to pour a little bit to put aside so that we can use it for our topping. And then we're going to add our custard sugar, our cream cheese, our sour cream, salt and lime, and we are pretty much there. How good is that? But do you reckon it's been 3 minutes? Has it dissolved is the question. I would say not completely, but I'm assuming that the heating is going to cause the rest of the dissolving.
It should look spongy.
Yeah, it should look spongy, folks. It does. There's just a little bit that looks powdery. I don't want powdery bits, I believe. So I'll just leave it for another minute or so, and then I'm going to heat it through. How's that for a plan? So, all right. So we're up to here. I'm going to put my lid on. I'm going to get it ready. Okay. And let's do it. Let's do it. We're up to this step. We're going to heat it for 2 minutes at 100 degrees. So let's go. Okay, now I know that I'm putting some of this aside, so I've got my little jug to put some of it aside when I need to. We have no idea what we're having for dinner tonight. Have you got a plan for dinner? Have you got any suggestions for us? We do have some delicious protein-based pesto sitting in the fridge, so I'm guessing it might be some pasta and pesto or something. But I do also have some amazing Caesar salad dressing, so it could go along those lines. There is shredded chicken. This is one of those times where I can't wait for the upgrade for Cookie Dough, so I can show it everything that's in my fridge and it'll say, just do this, Chris. Because I'm pretty sure I had to do a school run this afternoon and I think that made my brain melt. So the idea of cooking dinner or making a plan has just gone out the window. This is about the mental load that I can manage for the afternoon is making a cheesecake. So I'm sure there'll be something at some point. And it's not like we haven't made enough things this week so that there's not something delicious there. There's some broth. What else we got in there? She's not listening now. We can talk about her. Anyway. Oh, there's some vermicelli noodles. There you go. I'm sure we can come up with something for dinner out of all of that. It's just not there yet. Okay, back to our current step. We've got 20 seconds to go. So I might need to prolong this apparently if it's not all dissolved. On our TM7 we have the temperature up here, so in that 2 minutes we've got our temp to 90 degrees. We haven't quite made the 100 degrees yet. But let's see what it looks like. I'm not going to hit next yet, I'm just going to tick the little button. Oh, looks so good. There's just one little bit that isn't quite dissolved, so I'm just going to put it on for a little bit longer. How about that? So it says down here I can repeat the step, so I'm going to hit repeat. I'm probably not going to do the whole 2 minutes because I don't think that it's going to need 2 minutes. Now next, of course, I'm adding my mango, and then I'm going to blend that and pour it out. So, what do you reckon? Because we're on one, I can lift this off and have a look, put it back on and press play. Nope, press play. Well, it will automatically start again. I don't need to press play because I'm on speed 1. So it's the open bowl activity. So, you know, in our older machines, you used to be able to look down the hole. Well, the TM7 doesn't allow you to look down the hole, but it does allow you to take the lid off when you're at speed 1 or less, of course. An extra minute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Perfect. All dissolved. So I'm going to hit next. And we're going to add 650 of our fresh mango. So, which is frozen mango that's been freshened, defrosted. Now, if you're looking for something yummy for Valentine's Day, not traditional, this would be your go-to. Right on 650. Delicious, light, yummy, impressive. So we're going to pop that lid on. And we're going to press lid. Half a cup of this aside. Oh, wow, looks amazing. So about half a cup. I'm going to make a judgment call on this one because I want a little extra because I am making those up in little cups as well. So what do you reckon? I reckon it's plenty. There we go. So you can sit over here, stay nice and warm for me. And next, we're going to add 100 grams of caster sugar. Here's some I prepared earlier from my raw sugar. And we have 500 grams or 400 grams of softened cream cheese. I'm pretty sure we only have one of these. This is going to be problematic, isn't it? Might be a trip to the shop. Cream cheese. We need 2 of these babies. Let's see how she goes, hey? Guessing we don't have another one hiding somewhere, do we? Each is on it. Let's see what we can come up with. Cream cheese, it's one of those things you either got all of it or none of it. How much do you need? Not a whole block, but a half block will be good. Alrighty.
Is mine from?
Half block. It's going to get me closer. We'll just add a bit of extra sour cream, I reckon. She'll be good.
That's it.
Okay, we're close. We'll add a little extra sour cream. Maybe because the sour cream's on target. Chris can't even get the lid off. There we go. Alright, so we're going to pop all that sour cream in. That's good. And take that. It's got a pinch of salt going in. And some lime zest and lime juice. Lime juice, lime zest. Now if you didn't have lime, I'm sure you could do lemon. I thought I didn't have one, but I had the lemon prepared. But I did have one, so I can tick them off. Next, and we're going to blend that. Going to shoot a fly away also. Okay. Well done. 20 seconds. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Check it out. How cool does that look? So all we need to do is spoon this over the top of a base. So let me get that out of the fridge. It's looking a lot thinner. I'm going to put all of it, remember, because I'm keeping some aside. There we go. Pour it over the base. Done. And then we're going to dot it. So I'll give that just a little shake. I need to grab another spoon. And a little magic thing that I know Rachel keeps hidden in here somewhere. So I'm still here. I'm just trying to find a little cake thing. She stole it. She took it away from me. This will do. I'll make this work. All right. So on top, we're going to put some blobs of our mango puree. How much fun is this? I'm just making this up as I go along. You know that, right? going to grab this and I'm going to run it through it because I can try and make it look like little hearts or something. Kind of look like hearts. They're getting a little messy. But hey, look. Little one in the middle. See if I can get it to a heart in the middle. Kind of heartish, right? Anyway, there is my no-bake mango cheesecake. So it says create executive swirls of the skewer, which is what I couldn't find, so that worked. And we're going to put that in the fridge for at least 4 hours. I'm going to squiggle some of them up. Look. I'm going to put it in for at least 4 hours, and so for me that'll be overnight. I'm going to have this tomorrow night. A couple of the kids, I think. Oh, look, that looks so much better. I think messy is good. I don't think I do neat very well. No comments from the gallery, thank you. As I said, there's nothing chefy here, just real cooking. Oh, look, I think it looks delightful. You couldn't buy better from the Cheesecake Shop, could you? How good is that? I'm loving it. Thank you so much for being here. It looks just like the picture. Now, if you'd like to see how the TM7, this one, the TM7, can work in your kitchen, how it fits with your lifestyle, or you'd just like us to cook something magical like this in your kitchen, then please just drop me a little message that says demo, and I will organise a time to come and play with you and your friends and family to create something magical as well. And of course, we do have our very exciting 25 years of Thermomix celebration. It's actually 25 years on Valentine's Day that Thermomix came to Australia, and we're having a celebration event here and also one online. So both of them are ticketed though, so you will need a ticket to come along, so let me know if you'd like a ticket for that as well. I appreciate you being here, and remember to drop a hi, say hello, give me some tips if you've got them on making cheesecakes, and I'll talk to you again soon. Have a nice night. Bye.